on, guys? In the past, I made a couple of videos talking about the result of bone breaking and trying to work out at the same time and how muscle development kind of affects bone breaking. And now while I talked about how come you're not being able to do as many breaks and stuff when you are going and working out and putting on muscle, I never talked about which breaks you actually will start to lose. So for this video, I want to talk about the bone breaks that I unfortunately can no longer do due to starting to work out and put on more muscle, and talk about which ones you might start to notice fading as you start working out more. So anyways, guys, stick around. So to start off, I'm just going to quickly recap what exactly happens with bone breaking as you put on muscle. As you're putting on muscle, muscle is very firm and hard. And so when you actually go and start bone breaking, you're no longer able to move your joints or move that part of your body in the way that you were able to, because there's more mass in that area that isn't able to be condensed down. Next, you have to go and think about what is the area that's actually being affected by muscle development. And it's not just your shoulders. A lot of people think it is your shoulders. It's not just your shoulders. Bone breaking will affect your elbow, your bicep, your shoulder, your upper traps, your lower traps, and part of your back. So when you start putting on muscle, and those are very common places to put on muscle, even your chest can get affected a little bit from working out, obviously, and then that's gonna then affect your bone breaks. So from experience, the bone breaks that start to fade first are the ones that require you to pull forward. Now, what I mean by that is, say I go and do a wrist grab or something. If I try to pull it forward, where I used to be able to go and pull it all the way forward, now it's a little bit more difficult. I really have to force it, and if so, maybe I'm not able to go as far. So bone breaks such as the fossil or just a basic elbow pull down can be a lot more difficult. Same with like the 360, the one where you're just in front here. I can still do the 360 going vertical, but now when I pull my arm all the way forward, because of all the muscle in my traps and in my shoulder, obviously a bit of my chest, I'm no longer able to pull my arm all the way forward where I used to be able to. The next set of moves that will probably start to go after that are the ones that occur because you have to squeeze your shoulder blades together. So moves such as the X, even the top X could fit into the last set that I mentioned. So the top X, the regular X, and the cross arm or bird cage, depending on where your hand placement is, can really be affected by it. But normally you'll lose the first set before that and then more onto this set. The last set of bone breaks to go, and that are really, really hard to actually lose. So if you're afraid of losing all your breaks, more than likely you won't if you are going and working out. And that is this set here. Your jump rope, your dead arm, your wrist grab, and your upwards 360. Those, oh, and obviously your chicken wing, advanced chicken wing, and those type of moves. All of those are very, very hard to kind of forget, or hard to hard for your body to forget. And especially when it comes to muscle, it uses the least amount of actual effort in terms of like pushing your muscles together. Even though it may seem like it does, it really doesn't. And so those moves, odds are, even if you start working out, you'll still be able to do. I can still do up until most of group 2. There's a couple group 3s I can still do, but I have lost quite a few breaks from actually going and putting on muscle. But the easiest ones for me still are the dead arm, wrist grab, chicken wings, upwards 360, jump rope, and moves such as those. Alright, so as a quick little recap, pretty much the moves you're going to lose first and not be able to do as you start working out as much is going to be your more advanced moves, and slowly work down to your more basic moves. So for example, how I mentioned before, the fossil, or as some people will go and call it, the or the front open, that move will be probably gone if you start working out more and things like that. And I'm talking getting really big. I'm not talking about, oh, you might be a little defined or something. If you're more scrawny and you have some muscle on you, it probably won't affect you as much. But if you definitely are getting bigger, working out every day, trying to gain mass, these will be a lot harder. But like I was saying, that move will go first, and then you'll get down to your medium, intermediate type bone breaks, such as the X and the cross arm and things like that. And then the last moves to go are your basic beginner type moves. And there should be pretty much no loss of those no matter how much you're working out, unless obviously you're like bodybuilding and getting huge. Anyways guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell to get notified anytime I put a new video out. Share this video with your friends. Maybe they were wondering what bone breaks they should be kind of scared about losing, or plan accordingly. And anyways guys, I'll see you in the next video.